What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost, and fans have been called all sorts of things, especially over the past couple years. If you don't like a character who has a certain skin color, well, then you're racist. If you don't like a character who happens to be of this gender, well, then you're a sexist. If you don't like a character because they're attracted to this type of person, well, you're a homophobe. You're a bigot. You're all these things. And above all, we hear the word toxic. Toxic fans for simply having an opinion that other people don't like or don't appreciate, especially when it runs contrary to whatever the mainstream media wants you to think. And since we've got the announcement of the Snyder Cut being released on HBO Max, Zack Snyder's vision finally coming to life after 2.5 years of a fan base that has done so many things to ask for this to happen. Whether it's buying billboards in Times Square, whether it's flying planes over cities with messages on them, whether it's handwriting letters, whether it's emails, whether it's tagging people on Twitter, whatever it is, raising money for suicide prevention. But a lot of those people are called toxic, especially by the mainstream ever since this announcement happened. You can see right here. We're just going to go through this series of articles because there's more than you can even count about this subject. Right here. Releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League sets a dangerous precedent, or a troubling precedent. Warner Brothers is giving in to fan demands by releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League. But are we going down a slippery slope? And of course, this goes into, oh look, Snyder fans who have begged, you could say bullied, DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers. Imagine a multi-billion-dollar corporation being bullied by fans who are simply asking to see Zack Snyder's movie. Yes, they were bullied. They have no power at all. We have all the power as fans, right? That's how it's always been. Let's see. Here, Yahoo Finance. HBO releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League shows toxic fans are winning. Again, people who are asking. The Snyder Cut fandom is no different than literally every other aspect of fandom. I did a video with Josh from Den of Nerds the other day. You should definitely check out the video where I sit down and talk about the Snyder Cut from my perspective. And the idea that, oh, an entire fan base is toxic, or there's more toxic fans in this fan base than the next, that's garbage. Fandom is fandom. Fandoms are loud. Fandoms argue with each other. Fandoms even call each other names sometimes because you're passionate about something. The idea that the Snyder Cut fandom is somehow more toxic than any other group of fans in history is just insane. And it's just people who don't want that narrative, so that's what they call you. You don't follow the mainstream media narrative, they call you toxic, and that's how it is. Who else? Let's see, why releasing the Snyder Cut is a dog whistle for toxic fandoms. Oh yes, fans got what they've been asking for. Now toxic fans, you know now, hey, now you can get anything you want. These people are insane. Right here, of course, Screen Rant. Zack Snyder's Justice League Zack Snyder's cut sets a dangerous precedent. HBO Max has signed off on releasing the Justice League Snyder Cut, but unfortunately, it sets a very bad precedent indeed for Hollywood. The bad precedent being that heaven forbid that if fans want something and are willing to pay something, that maybe you should think about giving it to them. That maybe you should look at what this corporation has done in the past and realize you made a mistake. And give fans what they want because they've shown they are passionate and they are willing to give you money for this thing that they like. Yes, what a bad precedent indeed, Screen Rant. Would releasing the Snyder Cut just be rewarding bad behavior? An exploration of the toxicity of online Zack Snyder fandom. It's been a full court press from all sides of the media on this, and some YouTubers too. But the media is what this is focusing on today. And of course, in these, they'll briefly mention offhand, yes, the Snyder fandom's done some things like raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for suicide prevention, but they called someone a name online. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? And you're saying that these people, the Snyder Cut fan base, is bullying Warner Brothers, bullying at&t, multi-billion-dollar corporations? Zack Snyder's Justice League can't help but feel tainted by the toxicity of hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Yes, oh yes, the toxicity of a hashtag. Oh, very scary. I know it scares people like you, David Craig. Let's see. What does Vanity Fair say? Is releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League a victory for toxic fandoms? HBO Max is using the promise of Zack Snyder's vision to build buzz. There may be a hidden cost. The hidden cost. Let's just be really honest now. Let's be really honest about this hidden cost. This hidden cost shows that fans have power. That fans have power to do something, and the access media, the mainstream media, doesn't like that. They want to be the only ones that have power in this situation. They are upset that for years they said that this wasn't happening. They tried to tell these fans, stop it, this doesn't exist, stop talking, but they didn't. They kept talking regardless of what these people said. And now, 2.5 years later, we are getting something that a lot of people really wanted. And yeah, there's a lot of people that don't care about this at all. And that's fine. I'm not telling you you have to care about it. But this is a huge thing for fans. As someone who has been talking a lot about Disney Star Wars and how I feel like the characters are being treated and how bad I think that is. The idea that our voices can be heard by these multi-billion-dollar corporations is important. That means that we can affect change. That's why it's a dangerous message to the mainstream media. Because if we have power, that means that they feel like they have less. And that's a good thing for fans, a bad thing for media. Look at so many of the people who are involved in this project and how happy they are. Look at Jason Momoa's reaction.
See that shit? See that shit? You put it out there. You believe that? Releasing the Snyder Cut? HBO Max, man, I can't believe it. It's happening, finally. Release the Snyder Cut. Give it!
Jason Momoa, who's been such a huge supporter of this thing from the very beginning, he was absolutely stoked. Look at the emotional reaction that Ray Fisher, Cyborg, has after so long of fighting for this thing that he was involved in.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the support, especially the support that you've given the Snyders for Autumn and for their family. I know they appreciate it beyond. Oh man, here we go. Oh man. It means a lot. Man, y'all gotta give me a second. All right, we back. It means the world, I know, to the Snyders. It's meant the world to me. Thank you. Woo!
Look at Ben Affleck's video that he did talking about the Snyder Cut.
I just want to say I'm sorry I couldn't make it on there live, but I'm very excited that Zack's getting a chance to finally see his vision realized. I think it's a great thing. I'm really excited for the fans to get to see it, and I want to say thank you to the fans because it was their enthusiasm and their passion that made it happen. Without fan support, I don't think it ever would have happened. And I love Zack, and I love his version of the movie, and I look forward to everyone getting a chance to see it.
And obviously you can look at fan reactions like myself, Lethal, My Nerdy Home, and Abu Nas on the day that it happened right here.
I have this. I don't know if this is helpful. See that?
We won! The game's over! Woo! I am never going to forget that day for the rest of my life because of how powerful it was and how happy I was. And after 2.5 years, our voices were heard. And that's not toxic. And the Snyder Cut fandom is not any more or less toxic than any group. It's a fan group. It's a fandom, just like any others. We may yell and we may scream and we may argue even with each other at points about things that are seemingly insignificant, about cartoons, about comic book characters. But that's the thing. It's something that we're passionate about. And that doesn't make you toxic. That just makes you a fan. So Hollywood, mainstream media, I'm sorry that people are listening to fans and your power is less because of that. But get used to it because you're going to see it a whole lot more. Maybe it is a slippery slope. And that slope at the bottom of that pit is going to be every garbage, trash, access media outlet that knows that they have no power. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.